Hello. Hi there. Good to see you. Okay, we are live. Gotta make sure all my little buttons are pushed. Hello, folks. Somebody's already given me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hey, Nelda. Good morning to you. Good to see you. Hello, folks. I did not give y'all a heads up before. Hey, Rodney. Rodney, how's your foot doing? Y'all, Rodney broke his foot and he wasn't doing anything but walking across the floor. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Patricia. It's a beautiful day here, too. Right now, it's 83 degrees at 10 o'clock, and it's going to be in the 90s, but we're not having rain. And all we have done for the last 3 weeks is have rain. There are still people that don't have electricity, y'all. Good morning, Diana, my kitty cat buddy. I'm shocked. The stores had to close, the restaurants had to close. They don't have any electricity. I went to pick up my medication the other day, a couple of days ago, and all the lights are out on the main roads, and they have to set up temporary stop signs to use four ways for people to use four-way stops. There's still no electricity, and our mall showed a picture of it on YouTube. Hey, Diane, good morning. There are hundreds and hundreds of uh, power electric power vehicles parked at the mall, hundreds. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, Rodney. It's going to take some used to it. Good morning, Peggy. You thought I wouldn't remember your name. I hope I did remember your name. So, I mean, I'm shocked that so many people are still without power. And I saw on Facebook yesterday a woman said, "Yay, we finally have water." Y'all, I'm out here in the sticks, and I have this insurance, not insurance, electric company, power company that has hundreds and hundreds of miles of people to take care of when we have power outages. But I didn't have a power outage. It flickered enough just to make my digital clocks mess up, and that's about it. I wasn't without power. I wasn't without water. Wasn't without internet. So, I mean, I fared quite well compared to what some folks did. There are trees in some subdivisions that are laying on the roofs of their homes. Oh my goodness, it was awful. These huge, huge trees that just flat fell over. The ground is so saturated that won't hold those big old trees anymore. They just pull up right out of the ground, their root balls and all. So it has been one heck of a horrible storm. And I mean, yeah, the sun's out, but people are still without power or without water. It's terrible. So I guess, you know, I sometimes think I have all these problems. Me too, Diane. My gosh, some have, people have little children, they have babies, they have animals. Stores were closed. They couldn't get things they needed. They didn't know that it was going to rain for weeks and weeks. But I've never seen the likes of the power outages, especially for stoplights. That is so dangerous. Good morning, Jackie. Oh, yeah, y'all, Jackie. This is, look at my shirt, y'all. That's my gift from Jackie. Isn't it pretty? And I love the pink. I love it. Jackie, I love it. I absolutely. Anything that has anything British on it, I'm going to love it, which makes me think, here is our picture for the day. I wanted a picture of her in pink because I'm wearing pink, but I've got her looking at the flowers. Isn't she pretty? Thank you, Connie. Jackie bought that for me, and she also sent me a tote. Look at the tote, y'all. It's got London on it. All the wonderful, look, here's a little guard. Here's Big Ben. Jackie, a lot of these things I don't know. Look at that dachshund in a top hat. How funny. Here's a, well, we call them phone booth. I don't know what y'all call them. We don't have them here anymore. Here's the bridge. I don't see, oh, Buckingham Palace up here. But anyway, y'all, this is great. It's a tote, a very big, nice tote. I love it. My snacks when I go to Brian's, yeah, because I have to take um, he bought me a bunch of crackers, those kind of crackers in the packages for when I needed my energy. And he told me where they were. They were in a refrigerator in his utility room. And I got one day. And the next thing I know, I go in there to get one and they're all gone. So he ate them up. There are places I've never heard of. I'm going to have to check it out, though, because I want to know. So many wonderful places. Y'all have a lot of parks, don't you? There's the double-decker bus. The double-decker bus. I would love to, Diane. That was number one on my list. Oh my gosh, vertigo. Oh my gosh, Jackie, I'm so sorry. I've kind of had that before too, and that's dangerous. You could fall down. You break your foot like Rodney did. Oh my gosh, Jackie. Well, listen, don't feel like you have to stay, Jackie. Take Marge for the walk and go lay down and rest today. I know it's 6 hours difference in time there, so it's like afternoon where you are. Oh, you got thyroid problems too. I've had thyroid problems since I was 10 years old. They just now changed my medication again, and I had a heck of a lot of trouble with the pharmacy because what they did, they filled the old prescription uh, and she changed the dosage on my new ones, and I had to make them understand I don't want the old one, y'all. I want the new one. So they filled it. I went and picked it up. The next thing I know, I get a notice saying they filled the old one. I don't want the old one. I want the new one. My gosh. But it is a pain in the neck. I'm beginning to think the whole world has thyroid problems. I mean, the thyroid is super important. It controls just about everything we've got. Yeah, for sure. Okay, y'all, let me tell you some things. Okay, first I want to talk about Timu. Hi, Martha. It's good to see you. Welcome. Um, I can't tell you how many times I have seen, like on Facebook, someone spout off and say, "Oh no, don't order from Timu. They use child labor, and you're supporting child labor." Okay, somebody read your history book on the United States of America, and you will find that in the 30s, they used child labor. Uh, they had boys in West Virginia, young boys, who went down in the coal mines and worked all day long. They were children. They had shirtwaist factories in New York City where young girls went and sat behind a sewing machine for 8 hours a day and sewed. In fact, there's a well known case, and you can watch it on YouTube, of the shirtwaist, the triangle shirtwaist factory fire. They had a several stories building, and these young girls were up there, and they were using sewing machines, and from a faulty light caught their material on fire, and it burned the whole darn thing, and some of them barely got out and some of them did not get out. That was child labor. So before we talk about another country using child labor, maybe we should do a little research on our own country and see that we did too. Now, we don't now. They made a law that you can't work under a certain age, but we did it. We still did it. So who are we to say what is right or wrong in another country? Just because we outlawed it doesn't mean the other country thinks, okay, uh, uh, we need to outlaw it because the United States outlawed it. We did the same thing. And yet people are so ignorant when they get on there and talk about, I'm not just defending Timu, I'm talking about any of the countries, like in China, for instance, that we get the majority of our goods from, use child labor, but we did the same. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox on that. Just remember, we're not, lily white. It just irritates me to death. But when I see that as a comment, it would take me all day long to type what I need to say to them. So I don't. I just don't. They just need to look. They are content to be ignorant, and I am content to let them be ignorant. So there's that. Okay, y'all. Speaking of, there's a movie that I watched. Hey, Chris. Good morning. How are you? I watched it too, Jackie. And then I watched something about the Duke of Westminster. The Duke of Westminster had a wedding, and Prince William was an usher. Now, y'all, that's a future king of England, and he is an usher in a wedding. Man, he needs to be best man, in my opinion. Well, you stick him back there with the ushers. Can you imagine? You go to a wedding and the future king escorts you to your seat. I watch it, Jackie. I'm obsessed with it. But I would faint dead away if I go to a wedding. Of course, I wouldn't anyway. I couldn't go to one of their weddings where the king's there or the prince is there. But he holds out his arm, and you take his arm, and he takes you to your seat. I would faint dead away, y'all. Can you imagine being escorted by the future king? I know, Jackie, that bothers me. It bothers me an awful lot, and I'm not. I'm trying my best not to um, watch the videos that have all these conspiracy theories and these things going on with her and these horrible doomsday stuff. I don't want to see that. If I knew that what I'm watching is truth, that's one thing. I can take it. I can take the truth. No, I did not, Jackie. What for? And where? Why? What, when, where, why? I want to know. You've told me something I don't have a clue about. I'm glad to hear that, Chris. Thank you for joining us today. We're always happy to see you. Oh, yeah. Um, we had a lot of those things in the United States as well. Those you know, memorial. Ours was the 6th of June, wasn't it? United States when they 6th of June. See, I know more about the British history than I do about our own. I'm ashamed of me. Good morning, Grace. It's good to see you today. I don't see Rachel today, and I hope her sons are doing okay. Bless her heart. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, what's the movie with Tom Hanks in it where the war movie, World War II movie with Tom Hanks in it? Y'all know what I'm talking about, for heaven's sake. Um, I love the movie. I watched it a dozen times. Yep. Thank you very much. Saving Private Ryan. And at the end, he goes and well, no, not at the end, but he goes and to the grave of his leader, who was Tom Hanks. These are rows and rows and rows of white crosses. I did not have a family member who was in World War II. Well, except for my dad. I guess you could count that. I don't want to go into that because I don't think anybody believes me. When I told about being in the cavalry, I don't think people believe me. But you know what? That's okay. It's okay too. I don't care. Saving Private Ryan. That was it. It's a really good movie. Well, we're 84 right now, and it's because we've had all that rain. It would be steaming hot out there right now if we hadn't had all that rain. But in July and August, we're going to be wishing for rain again. I watched a live this morning. Yeah, humidity, Diane. That's what kills me. I mean, it just makes you just wringing wet. Your hair sticks to your face, and women can't wear makeup because their hair is sticking to their face and their makeup's melting down. Anyway, she lives in South Texas in an RV park, and she said every day is 100 degrees now. Even the nighttime is not much below 100 degrees if it's all below 100. Oh, wow, Diana, Normandy. There's a cemetery in Normandy strictly for the United States soldiers, and it is a huge cemetery. Oh, you do, Rodney? That's interesting. You know, they had a traveling Vietnam wall. You know, the traveling wall, like like in the movie All Quiet on the Western Front, Jackie. By the way, there are two versions of that movie, All Quiet on the Western Front. And one of them is on YouTube starring Richard Thomas. Y'all remember him as John Boy on the Waltons. That's the same kind of version because it's all based off of the same book. But there are different things in it. And there are things in one that may not be in the other, so it's worth a look. I watched it the other day. It was really good. I prefer the first one, the older one, more so than the newer, and only because I really don't like John Boy all that much. Just never did. Never did. Okay, we got Timu out of the way, didn't we? Okay, that made me think. There's a movie that I love, and it's called The Dressmaker, and it's on Tubi. Now, y'all know Tubi. You can, if you don't have it. Hey, Cindy. Good morning to you. Tubi is free to download on a Fire Stick or on your, whatever you have there. And it's called The Dressmaker, and it's starring Kate Winslet and Liam Hemsworth, and it's excellent. It's excellent, and that is set in the 40s. Oh, did you watch it, Diana? The Dressmaker. I've watched it. I watched it twice now. I watched it yesterday. I love the movie. The guy, the handsome guy in there, he was married to Miley Cyrus, and of course he cheated on her, and she divorced him. She wrote the song called "Flowers," and it became a hit, and she got a Grammy for that song. So yeah, that's great. Love the movie. Love it. Connie, I think you'll like that one. The Dressmaker with Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet was a, you know, pretty good sized girl. I didn't realize she was that big up here, across here, shoulder wise, which, y'all, I slept wrong about 3 days ago. And my neck right on this side, this muscle that runs down through there, I can feel it. It's just hard as a rock in there. It's really hard for me to turn my head. That's not uncomfortable. Kate Winslet also appears in the remake of the movie Mildred Pierce. The original Mildred Pierce was what earned Joan Crawford an Oscar because she played the original Mildred Pierce. Now, the remake of it, I don't like it particularly. It's not as glamorous as the other one was. It's not as well done, I don't think. And it said a lot of things. There's a lot of things in it that I didn't realize, different than the original. I like the original best, but it's a good one. And it's on YouTube too, I think. I don't know who that one is, Jackie. What was her character in Downton? Hey, good morning, Martha. Nice to see you today. I don't know, Connie. Are you talking about who you talk about now, Joan Crawford or Kate Winslet? I need to quit running away with my topics. I can't help it. That's the way my mind's going like that all the time. all the time. The holiday. I don't know. I don't know the movie. Yeah, I saw them too, Diane. I'll tell you something. I would not want those. I would not want those. They're putting out a lot of commercials for that. Is that what your that was here? Oh, it was this. You know what they do? I think they look for old people. I think they look for old people videos and so forth, and then they show stuff like bladder control and uh, insurance, life insurance, and all kinds of stuff. I really do. I think that somehow they figure out a chainsaw ad. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rodney, me too. Now, I love Joan Crawford, but Betty Davis was a diva. And you never saw her without a cigarette in her hand. Always, always. Huh, power tools. I don't know how that they chose my live to be a power tube. I do too, Jackie. I do too. Rosalind Russell, Norma Shearer. The women. Have y'all watched the movie The Women? Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. Joan Crawford's in it. Norma Shearer's in it, but she was married to the producer, the owner of the studio at the time, so she was able to be in all kinds of stuff. Rosalind Russell was in it. Anyway, it's a great movie. It's called The Women. And there are no men in the movie, not at all, not a single man. They talk about different men, but there's no men in the movie. They did a remake of that movie several years ago, and they used what's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith in the movie. It wasn't good. It was not good. It ruined the movie. The whole thing just ruined it. So always watch the original. She was a little lady, Diane. She sure was. And she did pretty much everything her way. I'm taking an allergy pill. I hope so. I don't know if Jared is home yet. He was supposed to be ready to work on this house the second week in June, and that is Monday. So I hope to hear from him on Monday. If I don't hear him on Monday, I will try to get in touch with him on Tuesday because I'm ready. And he told me he would be available the second week in June. So we will see if he is. I went over there the other day, and wanted to work. But the light in the kitchen, I have to put a new overhead light in the kitchen, and it wouldn't work. And so I can't work in the dark. Oh gosh, Sharon, good morning to you. Sorry you're hurt. My gosh, you and Rodney, both of you hurting and moving slow. Rodney broke his foot. You hurt your hip. Yes, I am, Connie. Hopefully their insurance company will pick it up, Jackie. But of course it never pays. Yes, you have to have insurance. If you don't have insurance, you're in a deep hole. That's why insurance costs so much in East Texas, because we have all these storms. Oh yeah, it is. In floodplains it is. Areas designated as floodplains. It's not exactly hard to get it. It just costs a whole lot more. I have seen that, Martha. That is a good movie. It sure is. It's a great movie. Oh my gosh, Sharon. Yeah, I bet it is, Martha. And California, that's got to be horrible too. You know, that man, they have everything. They have, earthquakes and mudslides and all kinds of stuff out there. Anyway, the dressmaker. Don't forget that one. That's a really, really good one. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell you, for those of y'all that don't know, we have a Facebook group, and it's called My Simple Cottage Life Friends and Family. So you have to type that in because it's a private group. Good morning, LL Jean. Good to see you this morning. Oh, for sure, Diane, for sure. But anyway, there's a couple of questions that you have to answer in order to join. It's just because you need to know something about the channel anyway. But I've got a couple of ladies that asked to join, and they're just kind of sitting there. I haven't approved them, but the reason is they didn't answer anything. Not anything, not one thing. Well, here, one of them answered, and it says, "Are you a member of My Simple Cottage Life's channel on YouTube, or a subscriber on YouTube?" And she said, "Never heard of it." That's not the right thing to say. I never heard of it. Uh, so if you've never heard of it, what do you want to be in my group for? You know, and it's just, so she's just sitting there. I haven't approved her. I haven't nothing. Uh, Hi, Susan. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yeah, there are, Jackie. There are. It's hard to tell, Martha. My rule is you can't, you have to have some kind of picture on your profile picture and not blank. And I have to have some idea of where you are. And that's why I asked the question, are you a subscriber to the channel? But for someone, I think so, Connie. I think I'll just remove her. So, never heard of it. That's kind of a downer, isn't it? Anyway, no, I don't think I can approve her. I don't think so. No, that's the thing. I want y'all to be able. I do have that, Jackie. Yeah. Hi, JB. Magnolia, Texas. Magnolia. I wondered, Jean, I was wondering who you were talking to. I don't think we have a Joanne in here. It just popped up, didn't it? I like all the sunflowers, JB. Hello, hello. Have y'all seen the little YouTube short about the cat? He's called the I Meow. I go meow. I go meow. Well, he meows several times. Meow. Well, his owner took his little meows in him and he set it to music and it went viral. It's just millions of people, and they even have concerts where they play his song. Y'all, he got super famous, and then he didn't pass away. He passed away, Joy. That made me so sad. I know what you're trying to think of, Diane, but I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. I have enough trouble thinking about things anyway. I don't know, Jackie. I've never never experienced that. So I don't know. Which brings me to, yes, LL Bean, Diane. LL Jean. It's LL Bean. It's like rough and ready guys, the corduroy and the denim jackets and all that kind of stuff. I think that's it. LL Bean. Anyway, okay, y'all. So I was talking to Brian yesterday or the day before. I don't care. It doesn't matter. So we're talking about my channel. Yeah. Diana, are you talking about the cat and the guy that made the song? I go meow. Yeah, the cat passed away. We can't say the D word. He passed away. Yeah, yeah, he did. So we were talking about my channel, and I'm telling him, I got almost 500 new subscribers in 1 month, almost. And I said, no, no, no. He didn't die. The cat died. Oh, I can't use the D word. Jeez, used it. Okay. He passed away. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean to use that word. Anyway, I said the reason why is because YouTube has started promoting my videos. They put it in the recommended. They put it in the recommended, and so people are watching it. But what they're watching are the craft videos, like the sun catchers I made, the ones that I made for the inside and the ones I made for the outside. Suddenly they have discovered those videos again because I made those videos 3 years ago, and now all of a sudden they've come like full circle. They died down for a while, and now, you know, people are watching. And so I had like 10,000 views on one of those sun catchers videos. But it is not my lives that are helping my my channel to grow. And Brian was telling me that. Brian works in marketing. Now he does home health hospice, but he is a marketing genius, I think. But he's right. He told me that. He said, Mom, it's not your lives that are getting your views. No, LL Jean. No, they don't. Or I haven't noticed it. Let's just put it that way. It's the sun catchers right now that seems to be the big deal with people. And new people are watching it that never watched it before. And so they are subscribing to my channel. But I don't do crafts all the time. Y'all know I don't. Now, this afternoon, I'm going next door. And there's something I want to do over there, and I'm going to video it. Good morning, Carolyn. Oh, Carolyn, well, it's good to have you here. Martha, that is so sweet. Good morning, Anna. I guess so, Joy. I guess so. Oh, I quit doing the angels, Diane. Well, that's what Brian said, LL Jean. He said, Mom, do a craft video. And I said, you're going to get so much out of me. you, you know, I mean, I'm doing what I can do. I know that the lives are not profitable for me, but dadgummit, I like them. I like the lives. I enjoy the lives. Yeah, Sharon. Well, I'm going to do that this year because the festivals are coming up. So I'm going to take y'all to a couple of festivals, you know. Well, I know the lives are not profitable. I got it. I got it. But I like them. And other people like it. I had a lady tell me she couldn't hardly wait till Saturday so that she could be in the live. Now, that means a lot to me when somebody says that. It really does. And so I feel like at least I am uh, checking in with y'all. There's Nelda. Ah, well, you use that. Well, but you're doing better, Nelda. So I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Connie. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. See, I can't give up my lives, y'all. I like my lives, and there are people who like the lives. So, what I'm going to try to do is some kind of video in between the lives. I sure did, Sharon. I went, no, they weren't chocolate chip. They were oatmeal, peanut butter oatmeal, or whatever you call it. Peanut butter oatmeal, I think, what I like the most. Thank you, Martha. I think so, JB. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Yes, Carolyn, that was the whole idea. I wish I could, Diana. We could all go to my favorite Mexican restaurant. Oh, Anna, that's sweet. That's sweet. The thumbs up do help. The thumbs up helps. The comments help. All that helps, yes. But I'm going to do my best. And here's the thing. Now that I'm going to get ready and get the house done, I hate to cook, Jackie. I would, honest to God, rather take a beating than cook. I really, and I will pick out the switch. I hate to cook. Oh, Martha, what I do? Do them together like that? That's the way I do them. Usually, I don't do them on something. I do them on against one another. Yep. Yeah. So no, no, Sharon, they don't, unless you change it in some way. Now, I could add on to it and then take that one and put it on it and show that one again. You see what I mean? Or take both of those videos and put them together. Yeah, I got to write that down. So both put. That's a good idea. So what I can do is make a brand new video, put both of those together because I should, because people don't realize that there is one that they that will go outside. Yes, Jackie. You know, almost 500 new subscribers off of that. Our, let's just say most of the comments were because of those videos. I know it, Diane. It's a pain in the neck sometimes. Yes, Martha, it does. It shows as a view. The only thing watching on TV, and I like to watch on TV, is you can't comment. There's no way to comment on your TV. So if I watch something like this morning on my TV, I watched somebody else's live. But then in order to comment, so she'll know when that's over, I have to get on my computer and go in and like it or comment. Well, let me tell you, I had this person that I watched her channel all the time, and I gave her lots and lots of shout outs. I really did. I liked her. And she cooked. Now, she didn't just strictly cook, but she did more cooking than anything. Now, it's just one woman, lives by herself. Oh, nice, Diane. And one day she opened up her refrigerator, and y'all, she had stacks upon stacks of casserole dishes that she had made strictly for YouTube. I am not doing that. Now, that woman there's no way she could eat all those casseroles. No way. And I am not going out and buying all the ingredients. You know how much groceries are now? And make all these casseroles and stuff like that just to make a video. I'm not going to do it. Oh, that's nice, JB. Thank you very much. You know what? If you've got it on your TV and you've got it on your phone, that counts as 2 likes. I mean, 2 views. It counts as 2 views. Yeah, it is, Diane. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So when we're done with the live today, I'm going next door because I had something I want to show y'all now. I don't want to tell you about it right now. But it's something that is thrifty. I never thought of doing that, Diane. JB, you're a brilliant girl. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. So I will try. I'm going to try a little bit harder than what I've been trying because I'm feeling better now. When you physically feel better, you know, I had enough downtime as it is. Oh, Zizi, I didn't know you were in here. Hey, girl, I'm glad to see you. No, Cindy, good grief, no. I have 11 of them. Mr. Biggie is starting to get a little more friendly. Every time I go out the door, he comes running up the stairs to greet me. Isn't that cool? But he's mean to my other guys out there. Yesterday evening, I went out and turned their fan on them. And then I went back and looked, and there was LG and Ginger laying on that patio tile in the fan, in front of the fan. They have a real hard life, y'all. They got their food, all they want to eat, and their fresh water, places to lay, places to get when it's cold, a fan on them. Who does that? Me. So anyway, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to do that. I got that done. I got that done. I got that done. These are my notes. I show 34, JB. Isn't that weird? The life of Riley. That's right. So, y'all, I'm not going to give up my lives. I'm not. I like them. It gives me joy. It makes me happy. 23. I showed 23, Jackie, and 34 people. And obviously, y'all like them or you wouldn't be here. It gives us an opportunity to interact with one another, not just me, but all you people who are commenting. Y'all can talk to one another, and you are talking to one another. So as long as that is, like Connie said, she enjoys them. She likes being here. Y'all like to talk to one another. Boy, that's shot up all of a sudden. Well, Sharon, uh, Walmart. Well, Sharon, here's the thing. Good morning, Jan. Oh, so you're new, Jan? Y'all, this is Jan Adkins Pont, and she's new here. I know, ZZ. I am always so happy to see y'all, every one of you. That's right, Joy. Me too, Connie. That's all I've got. Y'all are all I've got. Honestly, I don't socialize. You are my socializing. I do too, JB. I enjoy it very much. Of course, by 10 o'clock, I'm drinking water. It did, ZZ. It really did. Yes, you did. And then I went on Chewy, and I bought. I'm trying to think, ZZ, what I bought. I probably bought cat food, but I may have purchased flea control. There's nothing dull about you, Connie. That's not even true. Don't say that. Yes, she is, Jackie. She is funny. I love her stuff she posts. All right. Well, you're welcome, Jan. We're glad to have you here. Jan, we have a Facebook group. If you have Facebook and would like to join, it's called Next Guard, NEX Guard. It's made by the people who make the flea pill. Here's the thing. When you order cat food, for it to be delivered to me, the Gilmer post office doesn't want to accept it. I've had just go around after go around with the Gilmer post office. And Zizi's right. If you wanted to do that, I don't like this because, see, I'm not somebody who gets on here and says, I need y'all to send me $1 or $2 or $5 or whatever. I don't like that. And ever since 4 years, nearly 4 years ago, I have said, don't send me money and don't send me this and don't send me that. But I do have some folks that send me cat food. And, well, Jackie, it just bothers me an awful lot to take from anybody. It bothers me. I know that everybody works really, really hard for their money, and a lot of folks live on Social Security. But I also been scolded about my attitude before by somebody that says, "Look, it gives." She said, "Look, it gives me joy to help you or help your kitties or do something for you." That's what she said. And she said, by saying I don't want that, I'm insulting them. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to insult anybody, but y'all know how I am. If you got plenty of money, go ahead and send me your money. Pay your bills first, though. Get your groceries first, though. Yeah, Joy. A dull woman channel. I missed something. I miss y'all. Let me tell you something. I go back sometime and I look at the lives, and there are some comments that don't show up when I'm sitting here talking to y'all. And I have done all I know to do, every single button. But if you ask me a question and I don't answer, you can bet it's because it's not here on my screen. Because I try really, really hard to answer everybody. But now, getting back to the lady that does send me cat food, she sent me an email and asked for my home address. And I replied and gave her my home address. So she buys the cat food from Walmart and they deliver it to my front door instead of to the post office. So that, if you want to do that, my email is mysimplecottagelife@gmail.com. And my simple cottage life is one big long word. So if you want to do that and send me an email, I will send you my home address. My, you know, that I can't put online. I can't do it. Y'all understand that for uh, to be safe. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know, Jackie. I don't know. See, they can order from Amazon, but they need my house address. Hi, Kay. I'm going to try to do better, Kay. I am. Gilmer Post Office is the worst in the whole world, y'all. Ryan had a go around with them recently, too. He really did. I have found my mail laying on the side of the road before. 11, K. I have 11, and I have three that are ferals, four that are feral. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I am Diane. Diana, I've got them all comments. I've got it. But here's my choices. Top chat. Some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Or live chat. all messages are visible. Now I have live chat set, but that doesn't mean I'm going to see them because I've gone back and looked. And sometimes there's been people that's asked me stuff and I have not answered them. And I bet they thought, well, gosh, you sure are a snob. But I didn't see it. It just doesn't appear. The setup I've got now is better than what I used to have because used to I didn't see anybody's. I have 38. Yep, JB. And 27 likes. I see that. So I do have that. But sometimes I miss a question. And if I do and you really want to know, ask me again and maybe I'll see it the next time around. I try real hard to answer everybody or acknowledge everybody. Yes, Jackie, my mailbox next to the road at my house. Right. Oh, when I make a video, I'm going all out. No. I have intros and stuff that I like them and I'm going to do them. You're seldom going to find a video of mine that I don't have some kind of intro on it. Way back then, I went way back and looked at some of my videos where I just started out talking. Oh, no, Jackie, I don't do that. Thank you, Kathy. Um, I have to take them to the post office in Gilmer. Oh my gosh, Diana, why? Mine is, I'm thinking it's $68 a year. Of course, we don't half the time get our mail. Yeah, Martha, I like that too. The Piney Woods. I need to make some more of those because I like to change them up. I don't like to use the same one all the time. And that takes each of those that takes a lot of editing and to add the music and get, all that stuff to it. But it's something I've always liked doing, and so I can't just start off talking. I got to have a hi, uh, I'm Mary type thing. No, Kay. I try, ZZ. Their YouTube is real strict on the music. They have free music they'll let us use, but we have to be real careful not to use music that might be copyrighted if they strike our channel. If we get 3 strikes, y'all, we lose our channel. Cindy, I use plain old freebie called Windows Movie Maker. They discontinued it on most of the computers nowadays, but I've had it on my computer for years and years. And that's another thing. I was talking to Brian. I said, there's eventually my computer over there that I use all the time for editing and to make my videos. One of these days it's going to crash and I'm not going to be able to get Windows Movie Maker back because they discontinued it and they're not adding it anymore and they're not offering it. So if you've got it, you better hope you keep it. He said, well, you'll find another program. I said, yeah, I guess so, except this one's free. So that's why I use it. I know there are some other frees, but I know how to use this one because I've been doing it for years. And I'm used to it. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Y'all know when I started out, sometimes I made 2 videos a day. I have had days where I posted 3 videos in one day. And I really tapered off. But then again, I didn't have as much work to do as I do now. working not only on my house and Brian's house, but now on the rent house and keeping up the mowing and all that. I mowed Friday, and it's a lot of work for one person. It just is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You ladies who are have to mow your yard and do all that stuff, and it's just you to have to do all that. You know how difficult it is. Oh yeah, Sharon, we had some bad ones. No, LL Junior. I told you he moved to Dallas. Well, now he's moved to Florida. he, I miss seeing him. I sure do. Hi, Kay. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, Kay. I have back problems because I have degenerative disc disease. So, like, I was mowing yesterday, and when I got off the lawnmower, I was like, just about limping away. I told y'all last week, I said, when you have a purpose to get up in the morning, you get up in the morning and you get going. Yeah, way back then, Mr. B. He was such a sweetheart. Well, that's sweet, Zizi. I showed 29. I showed 29. And you don't realize, thank you. You don't realize it, but that does help. It really does. We couldn't wear them, Jackie. We could not wear our skirts when I was in high school, a senior in high school. It was 1966. We could not wear our skirts higher than an inch above the top of our knee. And I remember there was one girl in my class. She had to go by the principal's office every morning so he could measure her skirt. Isn't that stupid? Because if not, she would have had a t-shirt on. Uh, yeah, he's been gone a long time, Diana. I show 40 people. Well, 39. Somebody fell out. I had 40, now I got 39. But I never wore really short skirt. I tell you what I did wear, uh, short shorts and halter tops. I did. Hmm. I got 32 likes and 40 in here. Hi, Blue Rose. I didn't know you were here. No, my mother made my clothes, Jackie. She wouldn't let me touch her sewing machine. I failed what is that? I failed home ec because they wanted us to sew a dress, and my mother wouldn't let me touch her sewing machine. Couldn't touch it. But my mother made all my clothes, all of them, and I had, some nice clothes. I really did. She was a great seamstress. Oh, I'm gonna miss that comment. Somebody went to see her sister in a nursing home. Dadgum, I've missed the comment. I can't scroll up. Who said that? Anyway, Blue Rose, I didn't know you were here. If you came in and said something and I ignored you, that I didn't. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Thank you, dear. I'm glad to see you here. Okay. Thanks, Stella Jean. Thank you. No, Jackie, I like to embroidery. I like to paint. I did oils and I did pen and ink and I did acrylics and I did watercolors. I won some awards. I won first place at the county fair for a pen and ink. One day I'll show y'all what that looks like. I still have it. I won first and second place that year. I won an award for um, a painting that Bobby snuck out of the house and entered into a competition, and I didn't even know he did, at a bank. And I walked in the bank that one morning to make a deposit, and there was my painting sitting there. And I'm thinking, what the heck? And he did that. Didn't even tell me. I have a sewing machine too, Sharon, and I used to love to sew. Used to love it. Well, ZZ, I was 30 years old. I was 30 years old when I wore halter tops and short shorts. So my daddy didn't have me say so. Hi, Jan. That's funny. Art is what saved me in high school, doing art, because I bought. Um, oh, bye bye, Kay. Thank you for coming in. I don't know what I was saying. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, ZZ. I was 30, in my 30s. See, I was 26 when I married. I mean, when I met Bobby. I did, Jackie. I went to college. Thank you, Diane. You're sweet. Went to college. I only went for 2 years because I thought getting married to my first husband was what I needed to do. Now, unfortunately, I found out it wasn't. But I missed my opportunity. I wanted to teach art in school, and I got to thinking about it. Most schools now have just done away with the art program. Actual drawing and so forth. They've done away with those. So I wanted to teach. I'm going to tell you something. You can believe it or not. I worked for a uh, art gallery, and I painted furniture for them, and they sold it at Market in Dallas. Well, my work, I think it was about 5 different pieces, were featured in the first edition catalog of Texas. Um, oh, shoot. I'm glad I have the book because I don't remember the name. Hello, April. I wish I hadn't mentioned it now because I can't remember the name. Yeah, I would love to see it, Connie. Texas Parks and Wildlife, first edition catalog, had my stuff in it. And I still have a picture of the page where I've actually signed it. But that doesn't prove I did it. It just proves I signed it. So anyway, that was what I did. Right. I think it's a shame too. We are of the generation that writes cursive. I remember sending a card to my granddaughter years ago, and I wrote in cursive, and she couldn't read what I wrote. Hi, April. Can you believe everybody prints now? And cursive is such a beautiful way of writing. And to me, it's easier to write in cursive than it is print. But can you, I mean, tell you, we could cripple a whole generation if everybody had to use cursive or everybody had to use dial phones. Remember when we had to dial telephones, y'all? Put your finger in the hole and turn it around. That's what I said about ZZ. That's what I said about Brian. I said he could be a doctor. His signatures, oh, I don't. I know, Sharon. Okay, Jan, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. You have a good weekend. I know, Carolyn. I used to have the most beautiful handwriting. And of course, I can't anymore because my hand shakes so bad. Oh, Jackie, I've tried that. That's fun, but man, that does take 100 years. Calligraphy. I think so too, Grace. And they don't have home ec, y'all. Remember when we had homemaking and they had little kitchens, a whole bunch of little stoves and refrigerators. Huh, Rodney? So there's all these girls, and we'd get in, and we had to make, heck, I don't know, spaghetti and salad and um, garlic toast. And we would cook and get all this and put it on these tables, and the football boys would come in and eat it. Something's wrong there, y'all. Think about that. The woman is in the kitchen cooking the spaghetti. The man comes in from playing football and sits down and eats, and the woman doesn't. And the woman's got to clean it all up and wash it and put it away. And the man goes on. That's what we had to do. See what they taught us? Hmm. I hear you, Jan. No, ZZ. That's why I wanted my analog on my. In fact, I've got one right over here, an analog. Jackie, I took French. Oh my gosh, well, Jean, that's funny. I took French in college, Jackie, my first year of college. But here's the problem. Everybody else in that class had French, 1 year of French in high school, and I didn't. So when I went to college my first year, and the professor told me to read a page, and I'd never had one single lesson in French, I couldn't read it. Everybody else could. I couldn't read it. I didn't get an opportunity to say, well, I didn't have it last year, y'all. Y'all all had it last year. I didn't. Well, Jackie, here, listen, I am country and I'm a Texan. Can you imagine how French sounds? I'll give you an example. Bonsoir, mon chéri. That's it. Bonsoir, mon chéri. Texas country doesn't jive with French. When I watch British movies, I have to turn on the closed captioning. And it's not really that I don't understand it, it's that they talk so fast. We're not in a hurry down here in Texas. We take our time when we speak. But the British, it's fast. There's Bodie or Pumpkinheads over there. Well, we're not. We're not. We're not in a hurry. So we take our time when we talk. You know, come here. Get off my cabinet. You're on my cabinet. You get down. She's into it, y'all. Into it. Well, that's pretty darn smart of you, Diana. I wish I knew Spanish. Well, I don't know French. I know a few words in French, and that's it. But I wish I had taken Spanish because everything down here is, you know, I think so too, Jackie. There's words you got to roll with your tongue. I can't do that. I had a guy come out to see about mowing my yard, and he gave me his card, Jorge. I said, "Oh, your name is George." He said, "You can call me George if you want. It's called Jorge, but you can call me George." And I called him George. Yep, Blue Rose. She is a Dickens. She's a booger bear, I'm telling you. She's into everything. She gets on my keyboard, shuts down my computer. She's into it. Come here, Pumpkin. Oh, I see you. I see you in my chair. I love these kids. I love them. I can't do it, Diana. I'm sure she does, Diane. One minute you'll turn over and look at the other pillow next to you, and she'll be laying up on that, staring at you. I mean, it's unnerving. Yeah, she does. But I love her so much. So when I finish here today, oh, that was what I excelled in typing. I won third place at the Interscholastic League contest. Now, third place, it doesn't seem like it's a good thing, but we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of Texas schools that entered. Hundreds. So third place was pretty good. So because I won third place at Interscholastic League, I won a bunch of little medals and stuff that my school gave to us at the end of the year for excelling in something. Yeah, I had a great big. My daddy bought me a $25 um, Underwood typewriter, and it had those little round keys, the round type keys. And that's what I learned on. And that's what I took to the Scholastic League contest and lugged that heavy typewriter the whole way. I took shorthand too. And I still remember shorthand. It's just a lost art, Jackie. Nobody does it anymore. Huh. My very first job was I typed labels for a company. He gave us a list, and we would sit there and type these labels. I think I made $1.25 an hour doing that. Yeah, no kidding. I remember that, Diane. Yeah, some of it does, Sharon. Some of it I can't remember. I also learned. Oh, Grace, you asked me a question I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. My first husband had a cousin who was deaf, and so I was going to be a nice person, I thought, and I learned uh, sign language, but I didn't learn the whole words, like that. I learned to spell it out, like Mary. And so I learned, and I could spell out things to him. And, yes, Rodney. And what we typed was, now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their party. And we type it over and over. Remember that, y'all? Throwing that carriage, bam. And then you start typing, and then you realize that somebody's throwing their carriage way before you. And so you want to speed up because you want to be the one to throw the carriage first. That was fun days. Yes, but we it's aid of the country. Exactly, it's right. But because of a typing class, they wanted you to use uh, both hands to spell one word, so they changed it to party. And I didn't like that because I thought it should be country is what it's supposed to be, country, to come to the aid of their country. Oh my gosh, Jackie, analyze cancer data for research. That's wonderful, Jackie. You're a good person. You know, this is off the subject. Colonoscopies. I'm too old for a colonoscopy anymore. They usually stop doing them at 75. Well, I don't care. I think it is, Jackie. Let me get the cat out of this. Hey, Missy, get down. Get down and stop it. It takes 10 to 15 years for a polyp to become cancerous. So if my grandmother had been able to have a colonoscopy in the beginning, like they should have, she may not have passed away from colon cancer. But like I said, after 75, they quit giving them. It's the worst junk to drink in the whole world, that stuff. Ugh. Well, I imagine the pay here is great, but gosh, you'd have to give up that beautiful country, Jackie. I remember that one, Ella Jean. Yep, yep. Quick, quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. The quick brown fox. House swap. Yeah, that beautiful cottage. I was telling Brian about that. I said, she's got A cottage I would call a mansion. But I said, the stone walls and all that stuff, and those use high hedges. Instead of fences, they have high hedges. I tell Brian about y'all all the time. Yep, that's it. I love typing. I love to type. Brian hated to type, and I told him, you got to learn to type, Brian. You've got to learn that will come in extremely handy. And I was right. I mean, we type our texts. He finally admitted to me that, yeah, I was right. He wanted to drop out of typing, and I wouldn't let him. I said, you got to do this. You've got to learn that. It will serve you well. Yes. And your thumb's all the way down there on that little bar. But I love typing. I loved it. I didn't like shorthand, but I liked typing. Anyone notice what? I don't know what you mean. Oh gosh, Zizi, you didn't learn to type? Yeah. um, what are you talking about, Jackie? I feel like I'm losing some of the chat for some reason because I'm only getting. Yeah, I do too. And I used to work for a company, and they use this little ball instead of the keys coming up. The keys coming up. It had a little ball that would turn. That was kind of cool. It was an electric typewriter. Yep. You didn't have the courage to throw anymore. Remember, y'all? You just, yeah. It's kind of cool. Oh, well, Jackie, I haven't had any in a good while, and I did notice it because I got to thinking about that. I have not had dizzy spells or to where I felt like I was going to have to sit down or faint. I haven't had it in a good while. So that's wonderful because that was blood pressure. And I do have a monitor on my own, and I'm always going to have high blood pressure. It's just the way it is. I can't play the piano, ZZ. My mother it gave me piano lessons. The only thing I learned to play was Oscar the Octopus. That comes in handy in the future. Oscar the Octopus swims on 8 feet. Oscar the Octopus likes fish to eat. I'd be a hit at the party, y'all. If you want to book me for a wedding or, a birthday party or whatever. recorder. Jackie, you got things I don't know what they are. Yep, Ella Jean. When the Queen died, oh shoot, there's that word. When she passed away, they said London Bridge is down. That meant the Queen has passed away because she was. It's their code to one another. London Bridge is down, and they know that that means the Queen because she was London Bridge. I know that I can't explain that, but I know that's a good thing to do, y'all. Here's what you do when you can't explain something. You go, I can't explain it to you, but I know. That's all you have to do. Yep, Jackie. Exactly, Jackie. Everything was precision. They knew exactly what they were supposed to do. Everyone had their own job to do. And don't you know, they were just like busy, busy little bees because there was so much they had to do. For the coronation, y'all, they practiced for months and months for the king's coronation. I mean, everything. You'd see them out there, and not just the guards, but the kitchen, the people worked in the kitchen, and the housekeepers, and everybody had a specific job that it was for that occasion only. The triangle. I know. I bet so too, Jackie. For one thing, if they recorded it, Jackie, they wouldn't break down if they did it live. I know, Jackie. No kidding. I know what you're talking about now, Rodney. Yeah, the triangle. He looks wonderful, ZZ. He looks amazing. His suits are beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's no telling what those things cost. Everything is perfectly pressed, laying down perfect, not a wrinkle. Ding ding ding. Really, Connie, the drums. I wasn't in the band, y'all. I didn't do that. When it comes time for William to be the king, he will be well versed in everything he does. I think so too, Rodney. I think they're doing a wonderful job. I'm pleased with them. I'm very pleased. But then, okay, Ella Jean, great seeing you. Have a good weekend. Thank you for coming in. I just miss her sweet face, though, Rodney. She 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 was just so wonderful. But King Charles is doing wonderful. He looks great. I know. Really proud of him, Jackie. So I have not seen Rachel. And Rachel, y'all remember her sons were both hospitalized at the same time with kidney problems. And so I know she's a member of our Facebook group, but I would like an update. She was here last week because she's sure got a lot on her plate. So, of course, we all need prayer, don't we? All of us. Let's see, it's 87. Y'all, I got up at 4 a.m. this morning. And the reason is because I've got something wrong with my neck. No, I take a vitamin D tablet with it's 5,000 IUs. I don't drink milk. Look up Facebook, look up on YouTube, and see what they say about drinking milk. Of course, I haven't drank milk in years and years, and won't. Yep, Diane. I don't like milk. It bothers me. It just bothers me. I mean, I like if I'm gonna have like oatmeal, then I want some milk in it, but a little bit, not much. Oh, well, that's good, Rodney. Yeah, but I got to be in the sun for it to work on you, Jackie. It's too darn hot. It's too hot out there. We can't stay in the sun. I get in the sun when I work in the yard and I mow. That's it. But yeah, I have to take. That's quite a bit of vitamin D that I take a day. I have never dunked a cookie in milk. Me too, Blue Rose. I like it. I have black coffee. Oh, I don't know. Soy bothers me, Jackie. Just the thought of it, drinking soy, that bothers me. Y'all don't forget the movie that made me think of it. You'll see if you watch it. The movie The Dressmaker. Jackie, one minute they say caffeine is bad for you, the next minute they say caffeine is good for you. We never know what we're supposed to do. No, we never know. Let me ask y'all something. Do you take an aspirin a day? Yes, it is, Blue Rose. It's great. I watched it yesterday. 5,000. Vitamin D3K. Yep, yep, yep. I love bacon. You could wrap your foot in bacon, it would be good. Somebody's playing with the hearts. Who's playing with the hearts? I take it daily too, Rodney. I saw a thing where it says baby aspirin every day, and then I saw a thing that said no, take the regular aspirin every day. Why not, Diana? I mean, is there a reason? I've started taking aspirin every day. But for a long time, I wouldn't take it because somebody told me not to take it. And now I'm back taking it again. I know, Diana. Me too, Jackie. So I don't know what to do. You wouldn't do what? Take it daily? I don't know. Like I said, I've heard people say yes, take aspirin every day, and some say no, don't take aspirin every day, and some say take the baby aspirin. Some say no, take the regular aspirin. Oh no, don't take it every day. Which I do, Blue Rose. I know, Jackie. I have high blood pressure, Blue Rose, and high cholesterol. So I take the aspirin. And honest to God, I feel better right now than I have felt in months. Why do I take it? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Somebody told me I was supposed to take it. Y'all are asking me stuff I don't know. I think Brian told me to take it every day, y'all. Brian told me. I think that's why. Your cardiologist said, don't take it. Oh, y'all. Oh, great. Zizi, I'm fixing to die or something. Oh, no kidding. Take it, don't take it. My cardiologist said take it. Well, then take it. Oh, so now I'm going to have digestive tract bleeding because I take aspirin every day. Yes, it does, Caroline. Hello, Marianne. Thank you, dear. It's good to see you. Diane, you funny. Okay, y'all. Connie. I don't know what to do, y'all. I do take an aspirin every day, but I went for a long, long time not taking aspirin. There's Brenda. Brenda's going, I've been taking it for 20 years every day. Here she is in here. She is she, she's living proof that you can survive. I know. She knows it, Jackie. I've talked to her before. I have, Rodney. I talked to her before. I said, we're supposed to take aspirin every day, or a baby aspirin or a big aspirin. I said, I read that we shouldn't do that. She said, why shouldn't you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just read that I wasn't supposed to do it. And y'all, she didn't answer me. Diane takes one today. She's in chat here. There's Diana. No to take it. Diane, take it. Diana, no, take it. Bye-bye, ZZ. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you soon. Blue Rose, I don't take a baby aspirin. I take a regular aspirin. You know, honestly, if you ask 10 different people, you get 10 different answers. Same with doctors. 10 different doctors, 10 different answers. You never know what you're supposed to do. Isn't that right? Well, I need to get those, Connie, those little ones, because I'm taking a biggie. There's Brenda, takes 325 milligrams every day. That is right. It's like who believes in Fords and who believes in Chevys. We just never. It just everybody's got an opinion. Oh, have you, Brenda? Bless your heart. Four-way bypass. No, we're not cars. Bye-bye, Jackie. Thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. That reminds me, I need to go make my video, y'all. I'm going to make a video, and I probably will post it tomorrow if I get it made today. So we may as well. Oh, Brenda. Well, I'm glad you're with us. And continue to be well. So, y'all, I think I'm going to go and do my video. And I thank you all for coming in. And I thank you for all the help you have given to me and for the laughter and the fun that I have here talking to y'all. It was great, Diana. It certainly was. I love y'all. Carolyn, everybody, have a good weekend. And I will see you soon. And as always, I hope God is good to you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Rodney.